Hey sis, I am Donna Williams, and I want to take a few minutes to share something really important with you and on why we rebranded from high blood pressure wellness lifestyle to holistic health for women of color, and what that actually means and how it benefits you. This isn't just a new name or new colors. It's an expansion of how I support you. First, let me be super clear. I am not abandoning blood pressure content. No. If you came to me because of high blood pressure, hypertension runs in your family, or your doctor has been side-eyeing your numbers, you are still in the right place. Blood pressure is still a core focus, I would say. A major health concern in our community, and one of the main reasons I started this work in the first place. So no, we're not walking away from that. We are building on it. So why the change? It's all about root causes and real life context. Here is what I notice. High blood pressure in women of color doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's not just about eat less sugar, lose weight, take this pill, and come back in 6 months. No. Our blood pressure is impacted by stress and burnout. The pressure to hold everything together for everyone. The food we grew up on and our culture traditions. Lack of sleep, shift work, juggling multiple roles, emotional health, trauma, and the constant tension of racism and discrimination. Our life is filled with trauma on practically every front that we occupy or live in. I realized if I only talked about the numbers on the cuff, I'm not helping you. So this rebrand is about going deeper into root causes, real life context, the unique experiences of women of color. Instead of treating your blood pressure like one isolated problem, we're going to look at your whole life and your whole health. So what is holistic health for women of color? What does it mean? What does holistic health for women of color means? When I say holistic, I mean we're going to look at all the places that affect your health, including your blood pressure. We'll start with stress and nervous system. Oh my gosh. We live in that area. We live in that field. How chronic stress, racism, microaggressions, overworking and caretaking impact your heart and your numbers. Food and culture. How to honor our cultural foods and flavors while still protecting your heart and blood vessels. No bland chicken here and sadness, none of that. Sleep and rest. How lack of sleep and lack of rest raise blood pressure, and how to create realistic rest practices in a busy life. Emotional and mental health. How anxiety, anger, grief, and unprocessed emotions show up in your body, and tools to help you release, not just suppress. And most time we are suppressing our emotions and life experiences. Lifestyle and environment. And when I say lifestyle and environment, we're talking about movement, the importance of movement, physical movement of our body, work, family demands, community, and even your doctor's office experience. Because all of that shapes your health. Holistic health doesn't replace blood pressure care. No. It is the missing layer that makes your blood pressure care more effective and more sustainable. We are aiming for sustainable health and actions that to maintain our quality of health. Now, how does this benefit you? Here is what this shift means for you. We're going to start with a more complete support. We get support that goes beyond what are your numbers, into what's really going on in your life and body. This is going to be an integral part of Holistic Health for Women of Color podcast. Next, we're going to talk about more practical, real world tools that we need. Instead of being told to just reduce stress. What does that mean? How do you go about it? We'll talk about how to do that as a black or brown woman in this world that we live, we occupy, with your responsibilities aligned with your identity and culture, because we are part of our culture. Don't care what happens to us. It is embedded in our DNA, or it is embedded within us. We are centering women of color, our bodies, our experiences, our culture, our realities, to the advice that fits you, not a generic template. We're not doing that. We're going to talk about better blood pressure in a sustainable way. This week I went to my cardiologist for my 6 months checkup, and my blood pressure number was 118/72. Can you imagine that? It is possible to achieve that, and I am busy. When we heal stress, improve sleep, shift our relationship with food, and I eat food, and support our emotional health, blood pressure usually responds. Not because we're obsessing over the cuff, no, but because we're caring for the whole woman, the whole person, the whole being that's attached to the arm, to that arm that the cuff is on. I'd like you to know what to expect going forward. Here's how the content will look from now on. Blood pressure focused content is still coming. You can expect at least one blood pressure focus episode per month. But I'm here to work with you, to learn from you, and you to learn from me, and also give me ideas. So though I say you can expect one blood pressure focus episode per month, but if you would like me to do one per week or one every other week, send me a note with your idea, question, or on a specific topic you'd like to know a little more detail about, Because sometimes we go to the doctor or whatever health service professional we go to, and they suggesting or mention things, and you might ask them questions, but you don't really understand what they're saying, in nitty-gritty. So send me that question, and I will respond with you to get the proper detail of what you're really asking before I share it on my podcast. And you will be mentioned that you were the person who asked this specific question or on this detail. If you don't want your name mentioned or recognized, that's okay. I'm here to work with you. So our blood pressure topics or episodes, These will cover things like understanding your numbers a bit more, what it signifies, when a point drop, how much it benefits, how it relates to you and your health, your joints, your bone, your overall health, your overall being. Medication conversations. Hopefully, having a professional join us for this conversation. But I need to hear from you on this first before I go seeking a professional on a specific medication conversation. Because as you know, I'm a certified holistic health coach. I am not a doctor. Though I have ideas on and also my life experience on some medications and how it affected me, my health, and some that nearly killed me, I can speak to that. But on medications specifically, we have to have professional help there. Other topics of interest is nutrition for blood pressure. I am telling you, nutrition is the foundation to the start of reversing and reducing your numbers. That I know for sure because that is what has saved my life. And then there are natural ways to support healthy blood pressure. I have a list of things I do on a monthly basis naturally that help to maintain my low blood pressure. That is my life. And I first experienced it from when I had this cough for 9 solid months. And my doctors was giving me a ton of different medications to help treat it. But it just couldn't help. And when I turned to natural things, that is the first time I didn't cough for 1 whole hour. That is how dramatic help it can be. So the rest of the content that we will dive into in holistic health content for women of color are like managing stress and nervous system regulation. We group them together and see how they affect each other and how you can manage them. Sleep is major, and rest practices that fit our lives. There's a difference between sleep and rest practices. So we're going to find out how it can affect our lives. Emotional health and healing. Culturally relevant nutrition and lifestyle shift. Boundaries. Yes, boundaries. Burned out. And saying no without guilt. We're going to talk about the same heart, but on an expanded mission. So my heart and my mission haven't changed. I'm still here to help you live longer, feel better, and prevent the health crisis too many of us are told are just generic. It is not, are just part of your genetics. No, I'm just doing this in a way that honors all of us, addresses root causes, recognizes the reality of being a woman of color in this world that we live in and occupy and have to thrive in and raise our children. So my invitation to you is, if you are here for lower blood pressure, less stress, better sleep, more energy, and a healthier, more grounded version of yourself, you are in the right place. So, I want to thank you. Thank you for trusting me with your health journey. Thank you for growing with me as this brand evolves. Again, if there's a topic you want me to cover, blood pressure related, or any part of holistic health for women of color, send me a message and let me know. My contact information is in the bio, and I can give you my email. It's donna@holisticbphealth.com. So send me a message today and let me know. This space is for you. Again, thank you so much for being part of Holistic Health for Women of Color podcast. Bye for now.